Nearly 1 out of 5 U.S. adults are living with mental illness. This is stated by the National Institute of Mental Health. Mental illnesses affect your mood, thinking, and behavior. Some of the more common ones that we do hear about today are anxiety, depression, and addictive behaviors such as substance abuse. There are many more to these, but these are the ones we hear about every day. Better understanding mental health and mental illness is very important, and expanding your knowledge will help you better understand the people that live with these every single day. You never know what someone is going through. You don't know if maybe the person next to you is suffering from a mental illness. You never know if your next door neighbor is, but better understanding these and having some background knowledge will help you in the long run to better understand these people and be able to help them out. The first mental illness that we are going to get into today is anxiety. Anxiety does have many subforms to it, but the one that we are going to discuss today is generalized anxiety disorder, which can be defined as an excessive display of worry. Generalized anxiety disorder symptoms can include inability to control feelings, constant worry, trouble concentrating, difficulty letting go or moving on. Not only can it have some mental symptoms, but it can also create some physical symptoms as well, such as trouble sleeping, fatigue, nausea, muscle tension, sweating, and diarrhea. Anxiety can make it difficult to carry out common and normal everyday tasks. With the constant worry or fear on the back of your head, it does affect your work, school, and home life. Generalized anxiety is usually caused by biological and environmental behaviors, such as brain chemistry, function, genetics, differences in the way that threats are perceived, development, or personality. Anxiety is a lot of times correlated with depression. Not all the time, but you do see them go hand in hand with each other. Just as anxiety, depression has many subforms today, but we are just going to discuss major depressive disorder. Depression can be defined as a mood disorder that causes persistent feelings of sadness or loss of interest. Contrary to what people might believe, depression cannot be cured in an instant. It can be an ongoing mental health illness and can take a long time, if not, for people to be able to feel like normal again. Sometimes even with the treatments of therapies or medication, people are not always able to go back to the way that they used to feel. Some symptoms of depression can include a constant feeling of sadness, loneliness, worthlessness, loss of interest in such as things that used to give you pleasure, decrease in appetite, difficult concentrating, and sometimes even thoughts of suicide. Depression can cause physical symptoms such as headaches and body aches as well. Depression is not only hard on the people with it, but it is hard for the people around them. Depression makes it very difficult to carry out simple tasks such as getting out of bed or being able to groom themselves. Sometimes people find it difficult for a reason to get up in the morning and be able to do something simple as brush their teeth. Another mental illness that can go hand in hand with anxiety and depression is addictive behaviors or substance abuse. Substance abuse can be defined as a mental disorder that can affect a person's brain and behavior, leading the person's inability to control the use of substances such as illegal, legal drugs, medications, or alcohol. Some of the substances that are typically abused can include some of the following, such as alcohol, marijuana, opiates, hallucinogens, methylphenidates, cocaine, prescription drugs, or inhalants. Substance abuse creates a negative impact not just on your physical health, but on your mental health as well. The abuse of substances can lead you down a path to serious health problems. It can affect you mentally as well, and more than likely, most of the time, people with substance abuse or addictive behaviors do experience some form of anxiety or depression. The person with this addiction can find it very difficult to stop or try to stop because they do experience withdrawal symptoms. And depending on how severe the addiction is, it can be super extreme and very severe. Often people with these use of substance will keep using even when they have regards to their family, work, or school life. This is very serious because it can lead you down a path where you can run into the law or possibly even overdose. This is a very heartbreaking illness because people under the influences are not themselves, and you do not know how people are going to react in certain situations. It usually causes the people around the person that abuses these or have these addiction behaviors a lot of pain and makes it difficult for them as well. The causes of substance abuse are usually caused by multiple factors such as genetic vulnerability, environmental stressors, social pressures, individual personality characteristics, and psychiatric problems. Mental illnesses can be difficult for the people with it and the people around them. They are a serious topic that needs to be addressed. There has been improvements in taking mental health serious, but we still have a very long way to go. It is important to know that some of these common illnesses, such as anxiety, depression, and addictive behaviors such as substance abuse, just in case you know someone who suffers from these. Look around you. You never know if the person that's sitting next to you or walking down the street is having a challenge with one of these illnesses. You can make a difference in someone's life with just knowing a little bit more about these and being able to provide the knowledge and help someone else out. Doesn't matter if you just met them or if you know them personally. You can create an impact with just this little bit of knowledge that I have provided for you here.